I don't have to tell you that we're at the end of 2024. We're going right into 2025 without any stops or goes. So, um, truly, a lot of people talk about diets and getting themselves stronger and all these kind of crazy diets and goals that make you stressed rather than, you know, to help you feel a little bit joyful, relaxed, that helps you uh, in general, your joy, your strength, your enthusiasm. Those are the kind of goals you want to look for. So, like one of my goals for 2025 is to go camping again. I haven't been camping since 2009. That is ridiculous. So, a friend of mine contacted me and she said, "Hey, you want to go?" So I said, "Sure. Let's look at some possibilities." Of course, I can't get down in a tent anymore, but there are some cabins that are made for the disabled, and they're fully equipped. So I thought, well, why not? So they even have a medical bed, which is awesome. It's one of the things I do need. So I think that it's possible, and I want to try it. And so those are the things that bring me joy and relaxation, and I've loved camping all my life. So there's a possibility for 2025, and I do have to reserve the cottage early, the cabin. So in January we have to make the plunge and do it. So this is what we're going to work on for 2025 for me to get out there and be in nature and just enjoy. So those are the goals that I want to encourage you to look for because we already have enough stressors for 2025, and it just all depends on the mood you're in and when you feel like you can make the plunge on making a wonderful, beautiful, stress-free goal for 2025. So that is my biggest goal is to go camping. I only have one, but I'll make another one at some point, and I'll tell you all about it. But what kind of goals do you think that would be helpful to you and that would bring joy, laughter, help you with stress, go to the movies, go out with some friends more often, go visit your mom? It's all these things that, no, wait a minute, visiting your mom could be a little stressful. It's a possibility there. But, that's what I'm talking about. People look at goals like stressful, backbreaking goals. It's like, no, stop it. So we're already stressed enough with our wheelchair life. So, but what would you like to set up as something that's fun, interesting? Go to the museum, go to the movies more often, go see a friend more often, uh, encourage somebody that is just starting to use a wheelchair, perhaps, and you can go over and have lunch with them or breakfast, and talk about their stressors and bring their mood up in terms of the things that they can do. Um, that would be a beautiful thing to do. It would bring you some satisfaction, and that person, relieve a little bit of their pressure of using a wheelchair. And you might know somebody who really, really needs to use a wheelchair, and they're refusing and hurting themselves and falling, and all these things are happening to them, and it's time. It's time to make that break and start using a wheelchair. And perhaps you might have some wisdom for them to really step in their lives and think about this. And I used a wheelchair for a little bit, and then I tried to get out of it and put it aside and keep on going with life. And then the next therapist said, no, no, because you keep on falling and you're not able to get out, and you're not able to do this. So there's a long list of things you can't do anymore because of your, neuromuscular issues. So let's look at a wheelchair. And then she cut it off. And she was very wise. She dedicated 10 minutes only to talk about wheelchairs and wheelchair life for me. And she didn't push it on me or anything. She just asked me questions and see how I answered. And then I was able to come to that realization, maybe there is help. Maybe this is the route I need to go. And I can say today, it's the best decision I ever made. I'm much more independent, and I know I can get around and do the things I need to do every morning, every day. And before, I'd still be in bed, folks. I'd still be in bed and with a lot of pain. So here I am, and making videos for all of you to cheer you up and to think about 2025. And if you know someone who might be on the edge of, hurting themselves or whatever, then more serious talk needs to happen so they can get into 2025 looking at life a little bit different. And I will leave some phone numbers that are useful in those circumstances in which they can find some support. Because sometimes some people need some support. How they got into the wheelchair life was not very pretty, and they need that extra support to continue on and see that wheelchair life is possible. So I wanted to put that out there for you all to look at some goals that brings you joy, that brings you happiness, that helps reduce your stress, that, those kind of goals is what I'm talking about. So, sometimes a lot of people jump into goals that are so stressful that I don't even know why they made up the goal. So you and I have enough stress. So let's think about goals that are going to bring the opposite of stress. So for 2025. So that is my invitation in this video. I made this video earlier and I forgot to turn on my microphone. So my goal in 2025 is to make sure every time I make a video that the microphone is on. So anyhow, and my 2025 goal is also here on the channel to grow the map. If you look at the map now, so look how it's grown. In Asia in the East we have a whole lot more people. We have people in Australia, Canada. We have people in South America. So that in Europe we've always had people since we started. But now we have, everywhere from A to Z. So that is important to me, for more people to have access to the channel and be able to think with us, some goals that they have for 2025, and to share those goals with the rest of us. And that might trigger some ideas for you or for me, to be able to add those to our list. I only have one goal right now, and that's to go camping, that I haven't done since 2009. But I'll have to do it in a cabin, but that's okay. That's okay. It's a start. I will promise you that I'll make sure that I don't have any encounters with a furious bear or anything else that could chase me. But I'm pretty good with animals. Animals seem to like me, so even if you tied me to a tree in the middle of a forest, all the animals will come to greet me. So they've always been kind to me, no matter what animal I bumped into. So I might be able to go fishing. I don't know. So we'll see. It'll be an adventure, and I will share every minute of it with all of you. So think about your goals, and for them not to be torture, but something that can bring joy and relieve stress. All right, people, that is my invitation for 2025. And please feel free to look at one of these videos. They might also be happy and joyful and give you some ideas to go forward. Also, I will leave some phone numbers that might be useful for those who are just starting wheelchair life and are struggling a bit. I will put some phone numbers down there that are useful and helpful for them to get the support they need if they don't have one of us or any one of us to connect with and to be helpful. So, but yeah, make yourself available, go to the movies, whatever, answer any questions. You might find somebody else in a wheelchair, make friends, and it would be fun. So anything that's fun, joyful, that helps relieve stress would be my suggestion for goals for 2025. This is a special thank you section for all of you for 2024. And this is what you all did for this channel. Subscribers in 2024, 153. Views, 24,200 views. Likes, 653. Comments, 193. And shares, 98 shares. So from my heart to yours, thank you for making this channel what it is. So thank you, thank you, thank you.